Stop motion takes a long time to make, but there's a little secret that I have for you today that will speed up your workflow tremendously, and that is keyboard shortcuts. Hey guys, welcome back to Learning Curve Tech. For this tutorial, I will be using Stop Motion Pro Eclipse. So if you don't know what that is, or if you are considering buying that software, check out the link up above or in the description below. First, open up Stop Motion Pro Eclipse. Then you can go to any project or you can create a new one. Go to Files and then go down to Settings. Once on Settings, go to the third page. This is where you will be able to make custom keyboard shortcuts. Eclipse automatically assigns shortcuts, so if you would like to start from scratch, click Unallocate All Rows. You can now set up all of your shortcuts however you want to be by going to that row and then pressing whatever key you want to assign for that shortcut. I like to set up my keyboard shortcuts to make my workflow more efficient so I can basically control everything from my keyboard. So here's how I set up all of my shortcuts. Capture is set to enter, which makes sense. Capture multiple frames is already locked in and set by Eclipse, so unfortunately you cannot change that. View live is set to L to match with live, and view captured is set to K. I can see most of you rushing down to the comments right now to tell me that captured starts with a C, and I know that, but I did set up view captured to be K because that's right next to L on the keyboard. Toggle live is set to J because again, it's right next to L and K. By the way, if you're getting value from this video so far, hit the like button. That would be awesome. Moving on. Play is set to the spacebar because again, that just makes sense. Now you might notice the next three are all unallocated, and this is because I just don't use those settings a lot and I don't find the need to allocate them. But you can always allocate those if you find yourself using those settings a lot. Personally, I do like to keep it simple so I can actually remember all of the shortcuts. Now next on the list is Stop All, which I have set to the F7 key. Now I know not everybody has those function keys, but I do, so I am going to utilize those to make my life easier. Now stepping forward past the step forward repeat to the step forward 1 second, I have that set to cursor up. Step forward then live is set to cursor right, step back is set to cursor left, and step back 1 second is set to cursor down. Go to first frame is set to home, and go to last frame is set to end, because again, that just makes sense. Loop is set to 8 because 8 kind of looks like a little loop. Hide stored frame is set to delete, and duplicate stored frame is set to D. Toggle markers is set to M, toggle safe zone is set to Z, toggle chroma key is set to C, open editor is set to E, and open XG is set to X. Zoom in on the timeline is set to the page up key, and zoom out on the timeline is set to the page down key. Now you may have noticed that a lot of the keyboard shortcuts are unallocated. Feel free to allocate those if you use them frequently, but I don't. And honestly, I don't even know what some of these do. Now I do recommend that you save your shortcuts to a file. You can even make several shortcut files for your different needs and then import those files whenever you need to use them. You can also print the list of shortcuts so you can easily take a look at them if you ever forget some. If you want to get more stop motion tutorials and other creative tech videos, subscribe and hit the bell. Then you can check out these videos going over other aspects of Stop Motion Pro Eclipse. That is all for now guys, and I'll see you next time on Learning Curve Tech.